Cancer, welcome to your monthly horoscope for April 2024. My name is Adina. I'm an intuitive astrologer, and in this video, I will be going through each week of the month, giving you a really good understanding of the energies, major themes, and topics you will be navigating for April. Now, April is one of pretty much the biggest month astrologically of 2024. So there's quite a lot to cover in this horoscope. Now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you align with my energy and enjoy my content. So let's get right into it. So, the first week of April, right on the first, we have Mercury stationing retrograde. Now, this is going to be in your 10th house of career and public reputation, your public image, what you are known for out in the world. So, as you can see, there's a lot of energy and a lot of focus in this area of life. Plus, we're having the solar eclipse in your 10th house, which we will get into. So, during the Mercury retrograde, there might be something that you are rethinking or reevaluating around your career or what you want to be known for, your public image. Now, on the second, Venus is going to form a conjunction to Neptune. This will be in your ninth house. Now, Venus conjunct Neptune can be great for creative projects, imagination, dreams, romance. Um, any type of artistic ventures. On the fourth, we are going to have the sun form a conjunction to the north node, not Neptune. This is a typo. So the sun is going to conjunct the north node. Now, we really want to be paying attention on this day because something may show up, bringing some type of insight, clarity, or understanding to this whole eclipse journey and process. When we have the nodes transiting a certain area of our life, there's really a story playing out over, roughly 18 months while the nodes are in those signs. So every time we enter eclipse season, every time we have an eclipse in this area of life, there's more energy coming in for that story that is playing out. So with the sun conjunct the north node, this is where there can really be some powerful insight or support when it has to do with this new direction that you are taking within your career or public image because it's in that 10th house. So pay attention on this day to kind of what is showing up. Now, on the 5th, we will have Venus entering Aries, bringing more focus to your career and public reputation. So now there's, even more energy in here. Now, with Venus and Aries, Venus doesn't do the greatest in Aries. However, this can be great for motivation, willpower, drive, really feeling that internal desire to kind of go after what you want, especially when it has to do with your career. Now, week two, right on the 8th, we have our new moon solar eclipse in Aries, and this solar eclipse is going to be conjunct Chiron. Now, I'm not going to touch too much and go too deep into these energies because I will be posting a separate forecast as I do with all lunations, but this is in your 10th house. So if you think back a year prior, what began for you around your career and public reputation, that can give you an idea of, what's kind of being activated with this solar eclipse because we did have our first solar eclipse in Aries back in April of 2023. Now, you can also, think back to the last eclipse season, even though we didn't have an eclipse in Aries in the fall, we had our last eclipse in Taurus. It's still in this axis, the solar eclipse we had in Libra. So you want to kind of follow the trail to see what are the changes that have been taking place with your career, your public reputation, and your home, family, property, and real estate, because that is what the fourth house represents. So the fact that this solar eclipse is conjunct Chiron as well, we are all going through this really powerful healing journey and transformation. And there can really be some big developments around healing with the solar eclipse. Now, from the 9th to the 11th, we're going to have the Mars Saturn conjunction. This is going to be in your ninth house of higher education, higher knowledge, long distance travel, philosophy, religion, belief systems. Publishing can be in the ninth house as well. So Mars is Mars is ruling all of this Aries energy. And this conjunction is, right after the powerful solar eclipse. This can be a powerful stop. This could be like a really intense, something around career and public reputation that you're having to navigate. There, it really can be, like a sudden stop to something or a hold or oh my gosh, wait, I have to handle this, because Saturn can bring in, challenges, restrictions, hardships. But Saturn also wants us to take accountability and responsibility for something. So we may be wanting to take action towards something, but having to address something in order to do that with this conjunction. And also, too, because it's in your ninth house, I would be careful with any long distance traveling, or this can even show up if you're going to school. This can show up in a way where maybe there's something you have to address or there's something coming up, with that. But yeah, we definitely watch traveling. Now, on the 11th, we're going to have the Mercury Cazimi at 22 degrees of Aries. Now, when we have a Cazimi, this is when the Sun and Mercury form a conjunction. This is when we can have some really powerful intuitive downloads or insight or clarity around whatever this Mercury retrograde has brought up for you around career and public reputation. Now, Mercury also rules your 12th house of spirituality, karma, things and places that are hidden. Secrets are also in the 12th house. The 12th house can also rule escapism, self sabotaging, self undoing. So, this Mercury retrograde can also be reprogramming your subconscious because the subconscious is in the 12th house as well. So, the Mercury retrograde can be working with this area of life and also your third house, which is your mind, right? The third house is your mind, your mindset, communication, and then also vehicles is in the third house. So, you may find sometimes with Mercury retrograde, you're having issues with your vehicle because it can definitely be a thing. Mercury generally rules vehicles as well. But also siblings and cousins are in the third house. Any type of reading, speaking, writing, all of that, all those themes and topics are all in the third house. So the Mercury retrograde can also be working with these areas of life as well. Now, once we get to the third week on the 15th, we're going to have Mercury retrograde conjunct Chiron, which is going to be the second Chiron conjunction with Mercury retrograde. So we have Mercury conjuncts Chiron 3 times, once through pre-shadow, once during the retrograde, and then once during post-shadow. Now, I do have a Mercury retrograde video on my channel. You can check that out where I go really deep into the energy and the charts for this. But this is where there can be some really deep, intense insight or something coming in for you, some type of support or understanding or development around your healing journey, because Chiron represents healing, and Chiron activations can trigger insecurities, vulnerabilities, wounds, trauma. So, this Mercury retrograde is almost reprogramming something around that for all of us. Now, on the 17th, we have Venus conjunct the North Node. So, again, this is where we could have some really beautiful support coming in that has to do with this, new journey that we're moving into in this area of life. So, for you, it being in that 10th house, this has to do with career and public reputation, your public image, what you want to be known for out in the world. There really can be something beautiful showing up for you around this time. On the 18th, we're going to have Venus conjunct Mercury retrograde. So again, there can be, some type of conversation that you're having that helps with this whole process. There could be, a powerful intuitive download, something, I would say, some type of support because it's Venus, maybe, connecting with a friend that ends up helping you get into this new or move into this new direction that you want to go within your career, something along those lines. And then from the 17th to the 21st, we have the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, which will come exact on the 20th. So the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is happening in your 11th house of friends, friendships, social groups, online connections, networks, associations, hopes, dreams. So this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is working with those themes and topics for you. Now, Jupiter also rules your 6th house of work, health, and daily routine. So there may be also something showing up in this area of life with this conjunction. And Jupiter also rules your 9th house of, again, higher education, higher knowledge, long distance travel, religion, belief systems, philosophy, publishing, all of those types of themes and topics. Now, Uranus rules your 8th house of your partner's finances or money coming in from outside resources, investments, things like that. The 8th house also rules psychological healing and transformation. The 8th house can also, represent secrets as well, the occult. And so This conjunction's working with, multiple areas of our life. And so we really want to pay attention because this conjunction's quite unique. It's not like it happens every year. It happens, I think it's like roughly, I would say every 13, 14 years, because it takes Jupiter 12 years to transit the zodiac, but plus Uranus is transiting. So it's not something that we experience all the time, and especially not in Taurus. So we really want to pay attention on, this time, and we will feel the buildup to whatever this conjunction is going to bring. We're definitely going to feel the buildup as we move closer to this time period. Uh, um, but yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how this shows up. And I want to hear everybody's astrology stories in the comments below for all of these unique transits that are taking place in April. Please feel free to comment below and let me know how this all showed up for you. Now, on the 19th, we will have the sun enter Taurus. So the sun is going to enter your 11th house, bringing more focus to friends and friendships, maybe social groups, socializing, maybe online connections, things like that. On the 21st, we will have Venus conjunct Chiron. So again, Chiron representing our healing journey. Venus conjunct Chiron, maybe you're having a friend that's really helping you and support you with that. Then on week 4, on the 23rd, we will have our full moon in Scorpio. And this is going to be our first full moon in Scorpio that's not an eclipse, the past couple of years, because we had the nodes in Taurus and Scorpio. So this time last year, this was a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So this is our first kind of lunation in Scorpio that's not an eclipse. Actually, the new moon that we had in Scorpio season, I was that an eclipse? I can't remember. No, I think that was, oh wait, no, that was in Libra. Oh, yeah. I think I think we had a new moon in Scorpio that wasn't an eclipse, but this is the first full moon in Scorpio. That's not an eclipse. Now, you have Scorpio in your 5th house of creativity, passion, pleasure, play, hobbies, interests, children. So this full moon is highlighting those themes and topics for you. Now, I also wanted to note here that Uranus is going to shift to 22 degrees and Jupiter will be at 22 degrees. And I just wanted to note this, that we're still kind of in that Jupiter Uranus energy, even once we get to the 23rd. Now on the 25th, we will have Mercury stationing direct, and Mercury is going to station direct right on top of the North Node. So Mercury entered pre-shadow on top of the North Node because the North Node has been at 15 degrees for a while now at this point. It stays there for well over a month, I believe. Which is unique too. The nodes, not necessarily the nodes don't like move quickly all the time, but it being at the same degree for that long. But when Mercury stations direct on the North Node, that's when you can have clarity or better understanding, or there can be some type of development when it has to do with your career and public reputation. Then on the 27th and 28th, we will have the Mars-Neptune conjunction, which will be in your 9th house. Then on the 29th, we will have Venus entering Taurus, bringing more focus to this area of life, which is friends and friendships, social groups. And then on the 30th, we will have Mars entering Aries. So when Mars enters Aries, which is in your 10th house of career and public reputation, there could be conflict at work. So we do want to be cautious of that. Or maybe you're just really, really busy within your career. Maybe you're super motivated to get things going. Well, Cancer, I hope this helps you navigate the energies for April. Let me know in the comments below how this all shows up for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you align with my energy and enjoy my content, and I will connect with you in the next one.